First time live on YouTube. Hey, what's up, family? Hope y'all catch this video later. I'm doing my workout. As you can see, I'm in my scrubs because I just came from the lab. But I just wanted to talk about something. And I don't know, I just wanted to make my workout. I didn't feel like working out alone today, so I wanted to work out with you all. And I just wanted to bring up a really good topic that has been kind of on my mind. And maybe some other women or men can relate to this. The topic tonight is dating while in nursing school or any kind of school. Maybe you're in a doctorate program. But this is all about your life if you are a single man or a single woman and you're trying to date while you're in some type of rigorous program. All right, so one thing I've noticed was I am single. I've been dating a little bit, not a whole lot. I just want to let y'all know if you're a new student, especially if you're working while in school like me, or if you have children while you're in school like me, baby, dating needs to be probably not at the top of your priority list. And you got people that, oh, you need to have a man, you need all the support. No, 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 no. Dating does not need to be at the top of the priority list, and I'm gonna tell you some reasons why. If that person is just riding with you, they're there to support you, you're already kind of with that person, you know that person, you know that that person is gonna have your back, then okay. But I tell you, when you're doing a rigorous school program, like nursing school or medical doctorate programs, you have a lot of work to focus on. You have a lot of things to do, and you will not have time for meaningless romance. And maybe I'm speaking for myself. Like I said, I just wanted to go live because I'm just going to state some generals and then I'm going to talk about my experience. You are too busy to focus on that. Now, if you're married, like I said, you already know the person, that's different. But when you're trying to get to know a person and you're doing this, it can be extremely difficult. All right, so now I'm going to talk about my experiences. I found that it's two types of people that I've been running into, at least when it comes to, dating while in a rigorous program. Number one, you got those people that's just dating you because you're in the program. They're dating you because they think you're ambitious, not because they necessarily want something from you, because I can't say that I run into those type of people. But you got people that's just, they like your ambition. They like that you're doing a lot of things. They like that you're a part of this, that, and whatever. And they just want an ambitious woman. So you got that. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but it could be, y'all. And for anybody just not joining this live, I'm sweaty, I'm working out, I'm getting my workout done, and I'm talking about a real good topic right now. So tune in, and welcome to this live. We're talking about dating while in nursing school or in a medical doctorate program. I was in both programs. Right now I'm in nursing school. I am a doctorate program dropout, sort of. Not doctorate, but I was going to be a naturopathic doctor. Stop going to that program, switch to nursing school. So that is the topic. You're gonna run into people that's number one, like I just told you. Point number one, you're gonna run into people that is just dating you because you're in this program. They're dating you because they like your ambition, they like that you're doing something, they like that you're going somewhere in their life, and you look good on their arm and you look good in front of their parents. That's why they're dating you, no other reason. You got those people, okay? And let me just give you some, like, what to look for. You got someone, okay, because you going to school is a great thing. But when that becomes all you talk about with the person, and it's like, you're just so ambitious. Ambition is good, but as a woman, especially in this climate, we don't want to just keep being reminded of how ambitious we are. Hi. We want somebody that's going to support us, like, oh, baby, I just love how much you're doing. And you're like, thank you. Can you make dinner? You got people who are they're just interested in what you're doing. They're not necessarily interested in you, right? Like, oh, you're gonna be somebody. Let me attach myself to you, basically. So you got those type of guys, and I know men, y'all deal with this a lot. What you doing? You play football? You work at how much they go Google how much that person make. Oh, baby, and they just act like they love you so much. The truth is, they're just trying to attach themselves to you because you're doing something. Simple as that. That's type number one. Okay, prototype number two. You got those people who they love it. When you meet them, they're initially happy that they're talking to somebody who, is in such a thing, and they're talking to somebody who's doing something, and then they don't understand the workload. They don't understand why you can't hang out every Friday. They don't understand that you can't cook them dinner every night. They don't understand. They'll say they understand. They'll say that they get it. They'll say that they love you. They'll say that they want to be with you. But then when it comes time to make plans and you can't go here, you can't attend that concert, this concert, they don't understand that. They're upset. They feel cast to the side. They're ready to step out on you because they do not understand why you have to be so busy. And that's, to me, that's the most disheartening thing because, I get it. Not everybody is in school. Not everybody is doing this. Not everybody understands what it takes. But that's why it's important, like I said, to vet the people that you date, especially during this time, because honestly, you'll see who's really for you during this time. You'll see who really like you for real. And they go for friends too, not just relationships and dating. Your friends, you're going to find that it's going to be, how many times I've had to turn down parties, assignments. I'm like, look, I can't go. I had a friend during my first semester. I told her multiple times that I'm in school right now. I'm working, I'm in school, I'm taking care of the kids. I promise you, like clockwork. And it's almost like the devil, like honestly. Like clockwork, this girl would ask me to go somewhere every Sunday. And she knew I was going to say no. She did it just to test my limits. Hey, can you come hang out at the pool with us Sunday? Can you come hang? And it's like, you didn't even ask me I didn't get invited this many places when I wasn't in school. Why are you inviting me this many places knowing what I'm doing? Right? So like I said, I'm going to take this. This is not just relationship based. This is all relationships, not just romantic. You're going to find people that just try to test your limits. They know that you're in school. Hi, Elizabeth. They know that you're doing something. They know that you're trying to work on yourself. So what they're going to do is invite you somewhere every Friday. You need to go here. Ooh, look at that. We're going to California. We're going to Puerto Rico. All of a sudden, 6 months ago when you weren't in school, you couldn't even get them to show up. Now, you're in school, you're trying to better yourself. They want you to go here, there, and everywhere. That's very disheartening. And then you start feeling like, gosh, how worth it is this? How worth it is this program? I'm missing everything. Be aware of those type of friends and those type of people who date you, and that's what they're doing. Because my date was great. I'll tell you all about it. But be aware of those type of people that do that, because those are your secret enemies. Those are the people who really don't like you. They're not really happy for you. And why I say that is because if someone really care about what you're doing, y'all, I'm out of breath because I'm doing my workout. If somebody really care about your schooling and where you're trying to go in your life, they would not try to get you somewhere every weekend. If anything, they'll be like, hey, girl, I really miss you. Or if it's your guy, babe, I really miss you. You mind if I bring you coffee and we can study at the, coffee house? That's somebody who care about what you're doing. Not somebody, hey, let's go to California next week. And they know that you got clinicals. They're doing it so they can test your limits. So that's number 2. Then, now this is the type I've ran into more often than not. Y'all, I don't be dating that much, so I'm just saying. Then, you got those people who act like they understand everything in the absolute world, but okay, let me put it like this. You got the people where they don't understand, but it's a different level. I mentioned the people before where they just don't understand why you're busy. Then you got people who don't understand your lifestyle and your responsibility. They think that they understand. Like, oh yeah, sure, I can date a person who got children and is in school. But then when you start voicing the things that you have to do, they think that you're complaining. They think that you're whining. They think you're making excuses. Truth is, they just simply don't know what it takes. They don't know what it takes because they don't live that life. And like I said, I've run into this type a little more than not, and it's like, oh yeah, right. They love everything you're doing. And they come across like a very qualified partner. Like, yeah, I can totally be with somebody like that while I'm in school. He's cool. He knows what he's doing. He gets it. He got things going for himself. Yeah. But then you're like, yeah, well, babe, I got to go study, or babe, I got to take care of the kids. I need to make it to the gym. I need to do, X, Y, and Z. Oh yeah, you can do all of that. You're making excuses. You ought to be learning more stuff. You ought to be, you got people, and I'm like, you could teach me something, yeah. But understand that I got X, Y, Z. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 things to do a day. I need you to understand that this lifestyle, it's not an excuse. I'm not saying that it's a reason. But you got those people, like I said, they pretend to understand. They pretend. These are typically, okay, I'm going to tell you how to spot this type of guy. This guy is very accomplished. This guy would be someone who has something going for himself. And so you will be a great partner, at least on the outside, to this guy, because he would look at you and say, hey, you got something going for yourself. Hey, you're beautiful. Hey, you're in the doctorate program. You're in the nursing program. You someone, at least you're not a loser. So if I can do add you to my team, we can do great things together. And then you be like, yeah, I understand, right? And then you guys start to talk, or you start to date, or whatever the case might be. Next thing you know, you're like, yeah, I tried to make it to the gym at 5 a.m. and I couldn't, because little Lucy had to go, to the urgent care, and then I had to come home and study. You start saying the things that you have to do, and they just, I don't know. I will stay single. That ain't never been no problem to me, babes. Staying single is not being in a relationship ain't never been no reward for me. So with that being said, boo, it is. I will date when I'm done. But anyways, sorry, y'all got people in the comments trying to be cute and trying to be funny. Yeah, I date when I'm done. Y'all ain't no prize. Okay, my prize is being at peace with myself. But we just want to talk. But this is for the ladies who get it. Like I said, you got the other type who act like they understand, but they really don't get what it takes to do what you're doing. And therefore, they judge you. They will say, you should be doing this, you should be doing this, you should be working out harder, you should be, organic meals. And, they got all these great suggestions that you should be doing. But they have not considered everything that you have to do. So with that being said, the whole moral of the story on this live, and thank y'all for tuning into this live, because this is my first time going live ever on YouTube. I just want to say, y'all be careful out here in this dating world, especially while you're in school. Whether you're in the pre-med program, residency, nursing school, whatever the case might be, just be careful, because you can, you get your feelings hurt because you think that, understand this, okay, this ain't about the men. This is not talking about men or women, really. This is just talking about circumstances, right? Understand that your life is not going to look the same. If you're serious about school, you're serious about bettering yourself, even if you're not in school. If you're serious about bettering yourself, your life is not going to look the same. So how you dated before, you're not going to be able to date that way when you go to school, ladies and gentlemen. Understand that you're going to have to change some things up if you want to be successful in your program and successful in your relationship. You're going to have to make some changes. So for y'all thinking that, if you're somebody who serially date, or you someone who think that you can do all the same things while you're in the process of bettering yourself, or you in some type of rigorous program, you ain't gonna be able to do that. And I'm just here to bring reality to it, because I had to learn the hard way. You just ain't, you're gonna find yourself more frustrated than not, because you're gonna realize that it's harder to date. And it's not harder, because like I said, there are some great people out there that get your situation. They've been through it, they've been to school, maybe they're even in school, and they get it, right? So it's you can find your equal in your match. I'm just saying, for the ladies who think that it's going to look the same, it ain't going to look the same, because you're going to be a lot busier, right? And your priorities are going to shift. So your man might not be the priority. You got to get somebody who's okay with that. All right. Love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning into my live. Thank y'all for engaging. And y'all have a great night. Hope I know how to end it. My workout is not done.
Corriendo a la fuente.